Hello everyone and welcome back guys to round 5 and 6 even I should say of the Vision Gaming Network V8 Aussie V8 series. I can't get the words out in this video this evening. But yeah, today we're here then for round 5 and round 6 of the season, and after the heartbreak in last week, 2 disconnects, if you guys missed out on this one, we find ourselves a little bit further down the order than we would have liked. But tonight we head to Bathurst, and not a track that I felt particularly confident at. I hadn't done much practice for this one. We'd start P3 on the grid, and it is lights out, and away we go behind Wookie and Foxy Gaming off at the start there. Wookie around here was absolutely rapid. I'm pretty certain in VGN he's known as like the king of Bathurst. You know, he's also on a wheel, which, you know, usually on Forza it doesn't really help out too much. On Forza 7 though, with how much better sort of the wheel system is, as well as the fact that obviously you can just be more precise with it, and the fact that, yeah, he is very, very quick around here. He was going to be tough to beat in this evening's racing there. We are down the inside though, in towards turn 2, and we do make it work there. A little bit of contact, a little bit of accident of contact with Foxy as well there, so it's all getting bumping and bashing as well there, as we know the RSR Flex just behind me, as well as there's even more bumping and bashing just between all of us. It was all friendly nudges, I think it is safe to say though, nonetheless, as we come through the next couple of corners there. We're in a nice bit of 11s down the road there. You can see just getting all out of shape through these next couple of corners. Flex there dinks the wall, and that is not going to give Wookie any opportunity just yet as well. So yeah, really, you know, it's working out okay for myself off the start there. Foxy is still just a couple of seconds up the road here, and hopefully we can try and get close to him there. A little bit of lagging going on his end there. Not too sure what that was all about. But yeah, hopefully that is going to be all sorted in just a second. As once again we just nudge the walls. It's a good job. Forza's damage model tends to be quite lenient in favour of the driver. I mean, it either goes one of two ways. It either is way too lenient, or you nudge a wall and it gives you 100% damage, or at the moment you nudge a curb and it gives you 100% damage, which is not ideal. But yeah, on to lap 2 though, and we were trying to close up the gap to Foxy, but you know, he had good pace around here in that holding as we come up to the top, going up towards the top of the hill there, and he's outbroke himself and he's into the wall, almost span it back around there and almost killed myself. But yeah, unfortunately for him, he had like the weird racing line glitch where for some reason it was just telling him not to brake until really, really late. So yeah, very, very unfortunate for him there, sends him right down into the wall, and it's safe to say it just has not been Fox's season so far. He's had next to no luck throughout all of the races so far this championship. Yeah, that's me now up into the lead of this race, but now we have Wookie all over the back of me once more here as we come down in towards the back straight here. And the Ford round here, it's the only real track where it's really, really down to proper high-speed top end that we've had so far. And as you can see, it's safe to say Wookie's Ford was pretty damn fast down this straight. You can see, just look how much he's gaining there, and that's not even slipstream typically, that is all just in that Ford. Once he gets to about 155, that Ford is just so rapid down the straight. So we hold it around the outside though, into the braking zone, but just get a little too early on the power, drop the rear wheels ever so slightly, and that's going to be a completely open door for Wookie there, and he now moves himself up into the lead there. So an unfortunate mistake from myself, but honestly I don't think I would have been able to hold on for one lap longer anyway there, as we come out of the final corner trying to get the power down once more there. And yeah, just a costly error from myself. And well, you can see one lap later he'd already built himself up a 400 foot gap even, I should say there. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate in my personal opinion for myself to make that error, but I would have thought he would have been able to get past me anyway, you know, with how much he was gaining, albeit only with one lap to go. That Ford was just so quick down the straight, so there was nothing I was going to really be able to do there. So Wookie, through the final corner, is going to further extend his championship lead there, and that is not ideal for myself as we move into the second round of the night there. Pace had been getting better in this car, but I still felt, you know, Wookie, he definitely had, well, you can see there by the fastest laps, a clear cut, an extra second in the pocket of myself, which was a little bit frustrating to race with. But, you know, fair enough, if he's got the pace, you know, I'm not going to complain about that. But let's move on then into race 2 of the evening, and actually off to a little bit of a better start here. We're going to already be past Tigaboo as we come in towards turn 1 there. He's actually going to nudge the grass and just go way out wide there, and we just sort of find ourselves on the outside, and overall it does work out quite well. That vision thing, and I think that was ATP freebie on the inside there, all get caught up together, so that's going to move us up straight away from P9 to P4 here. We're going to be 3 wide as we come up the back straight there. Yuga Fishdog bails out of that one there, so that's up into P3, and we're going to go for a bit of a lunge up the inside of a big white dot there. Personally felt, we had the bravery on the brakes, and that is P9 to P2 inside 2 corners there, so we certainly got lucky with the line through that one. And now we're all over the back of GT3 Racer, very, very slow in towards these next couple of corners there. We just tried to avoid him a little bit of a love tap there, and now we're going to be to the outside through the next corner there. Lose the pack end ever so slightly, but we make it work. Go right around the outside there, and that is us now back up into P2 of this race with YCX now leads the way here as we come down through the next couple of corners to the highest point of the track here, and now we start on the descend once more here. So he just gets so much closer to YCX3, gives me the squeeze almost into the wall there, and we're going to have to bail out of that one, so I don't think, yeah, he's expecting me to go for that move there. Well, I don't think we were really trying to as well. He gets all that shape down the hill there as well, and just nowhere for me to go. We have to let off the throttle there and bail out of that one. And now, as we come through this corner, a little bit strange. He clips the wall, but he doesn't on his screen now, so yeah, very, very strange on that one. A little bit off-putting for myself, and now we need to see if we can try and keep up with the slipstream down the straight. As I said, that folded very, very quick, and as you can just see, once we get into top gear, even with the slipstream, he's just pulling away from me now. I don't know why Forza insists that, it was the same on Forza 6. The 4 just has a much better 6th gear, which is, yeah, very, very frustrating. There is really nothing you can even do, realistically. If you were given identical tunes, you just can't really, it still just has that advantage at the top end. It's very, very strange on the whole, though. But we do get around the outside there as he makes a bit of a mistake in towards the penultimate corner, and that is us now back up into the lead of the second race of the evening there. And now we need to absolutely run like crazy before Wookie can get all too close as well. He's currently not in the top 4, so we've certainly got a little bit of an advantage in that sense of the fact that he still has cars that he needs to try and navigate as well here. So yeah, very, very ideal for myself here. And yeah, as I said, we now need to try and make the breakaway. Exit by lap 14, the Wookie have been just slowly but surely closing in that gap. The gap now was down to now about 100, 110 feet as we made our one and only pit stop of the evening there. Get the car nicely slowed down into the pit lane, and not too sure why the AI decided I'd go for a little bit of a cheeky corner cut into the pit lane there, but certainly it's going to save me a tiny bit of time there, so we may as well go for it here. And yeah, unfortunately for me though, Wookie would actually make a bit of a mistake going in towards turn 1 there. He'd actually run a little bit deep into the corner, which was an absolute blessing for myself, because, well, realistically without it, he reckoned we would have probably come out about side by side. Personally, I felt it would have probably come out just a little bit ahead of me here. You can see 1 lap later now, him and RSR Flex both had not made their final, well, their one and only pit stop of the evening here with just a couple of laps to go of this race here. Hopefully we can try and get back past ahead of Wookie here. We're certainly going to be ahead of Flex there, so we're pretty much side by side with him as he comes down into the pit lane there. You can see now Wookie coming down the pit lane here. We're going to have, yeah, good sort of 400-500 foot advantage there as we exit out of the pit. So certainly very, very ideal here as we come through turn 1, and we are back up now into the lead of this race. Sorry, yeah, it was about a 300 foot gap there by the time he exited the pit lane. And that, at the end of the day, was absolutely crucial for myself. It would mean that we hold on for the race victory in round 2 of the evening, which means overall across the 2 races, I think Wookie would have gained 2 points over myself from this evening, and that was all from qualifying there. 2-1-2s for us, 2-1-2, and obviously that just meant that obviously in the races, for some reason I had in my head that it was double points for race 2, but it's not. It is just 2 exactly the same point scoring hauls at the end of the day there, which is really, really ideal for myself there. Well, I mean, it would have been useful around here for it to have been double points, but elsewhere this season so far, it might not have been so ideal there. And yeah, that's going to be 2 points advantage, well, 2 extra point advantage moving in towards the final the final 2 weeks of this series. Next up is Long Beach. Technically, at the time of recording this, I've already done that one. Highlights of that should be coming out later on this week there, as well as the final race will be at Miguelo there. So looking forward to that one as well. But it's going to be the win in the second round of the evening. Very, very happy with that one there. You see, we take the race victory. Still, once again, Wookie had a 9/10 of a second fastest lap advantage there. Fantastic job by him there. But yeah, at the end of the day, though, it is going to be the win in race 2 of the evening. And still, after those 2 disconnects, we are definitely in the fight for the title still, with just a couple of 4 races to go overall, 2 rounds to go of this series. So yeah, having a look then at the points overall, there you can see Wookie now has a 5-point lead over myself as we move into the final 4 rounds of the season. Foxy Gaming is still in P3. They're 25 points behind me at this stage of the season. So he's still certainly in it. So is Tigaboo and Flex as well, with RICX and Vision Thing are a little bit further off now. But yeah, it certainly is very, very tight between myself and Wookie with just 4 rounds to go. Hopefully we can try and close up that gap and jump him at Long Beach and next time out. A very good track for myself. But on that wheel, once again, he should be quite strong there. But there we are then, guys. That has been the end of week 3 of the VGN Aussie V8 series. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time for a brand new video.